Hello folks, just a quick video. Well, look, Bambini's had his second jab now, so tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be going to this location and doing the first video with him. Although, most of the time he's actually walking behind me. So, what he's going to be doing, I do not know. Whether he'll be in front, to the side, or behind. Because he's only baby, so therefore, you know, obviously. First little walkies, yeah. Indeed. It'd be fun. Well, to see how he does. Yeah. Yeah. We've never been to this location before. And it's big and it's open and yeah. There's gonna be all different types of smells there that he's not used to. So yeah. It'd be good to see. Well, as time goes, you know, it will very much be the case that he will be out in front most of the time. Yeah, not too far in front, I don't imagine. Yeah. Well, he's very much a daddy's boy, so he will be coming back all the time. You know, he might go a metre or so, even a bit more ahead, but he's not going to be one of these dogs that runs way ahead and it comes back. Well, for example, Mickey was that sort of collie, that sort of dog. Unlike, yeah, Molly was a daddy's girl. Molly would be pretty much around me all the time. She might go a little bit ahead, but not much at all. She would then drop back to be just behind me. She wanted to know where I was all the time. Because she was a daddy's girl. Well, this little boy's a daddy's boy. What are you eating now? Bambi, what are you eating, sweetheart? Would you stop putting rubbish in your mouth? Whatever it is, stop it. Okay? I know it's the only way you can tell what something is by sticking it in your gob, but yeah, not good for you. So yeah, I'll start doing that hopefully tomorrow. Well, we'll see how the walk goes and how he is. Bambi, stop biting the carpet. He's getting a bit restless. And I'll take him out in a minute for a little walkies. Possibly down the park, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure at all. That's the way to go with him. Don't know. Well, conditions being one thing, and yeah. So we'll see. I might just walk around the area. We'll see. Time will tell. Indeed, yes. Anyway, any other subject? Well, France beat Morocco. Again, I predicted that. I couldn't see Morocco winning that. That was always going to be a game just a bit too far, really. As soon as they'd done incredibly well getting where they got to. But I've got to say, the teams in this World Cup, really poor. You know, some of the top teams, absolutely awful. Well, Croatia had nothing. No teeth at all. Argentina did okay. They beat them. Yeah, Messi had a decent game, I suppose. France didn't play very well to beat Morocco. They really didn't. They were sitting back through most of it. They were basically hit Morocco on the break, which is weird. Yeah, you wouldn't really expect that to be the case, but yeah. But then again, that's how France played against England. Yeah, maybe that's how they're going to play. They're going to hit teams on the break. Well, when you've got Mbappe is quick. Oh, I can say his name tonight. That's good. Couldn't the other day, but I can tonight. So yeah. Yeah, he's a very quick player, very strong player. So maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Yeah. Anything else? I was speaking to a lady in one of the shops I went to earlier about church and about stuff like that, and saying, you know, how the church is now. And she completely agreed. She said, yeah. She said, yeah, I know. She said, I've tried going to church and, yeah. Yeah. Well, when I talked about the fact you can't say anything to challenge. You can't say anything that isn't absolutely and totally encouraging. Yeah. She recognised that. She recognised that point. Not just about being in society, but also about being in the church. You recognise that completely. Yeah. 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 Well, what's going to happen with that situation? I don't know. I honestly don't know. We are in a situation right now where, yeah, we're just having to wait. Right now. Yeah, we're still in that situation of having to wait and see what God's going to do. Yep. Wait, will you stop? Get away from my area. Leave the wires alone. God. Problem is, Bambini, like a lot of puppies, loves wires because of the fact there's all these things in the air, and he has to use his teeth to test them. None of the wires really down there are going to hurt him, but he will certainly damage them. Not a good idea. No, so I'm trying to keep him away from this area. Telling him it's my space. He's got all the other space. This is my space. Yeah. He will figure that out eventually. Yeah. He's doing very, very well with regards to his ability to learn is very good. Yeah, he's learning to play fetch now as well. Doing that indoors. So, yeah. He will bring a toy. I throw it and he bring it back. And so, yeah, we've done that a few times. He enjoys that. So, yeah. All a bit of fun for him. But yeah, with regards to that situation, with regards to the garden, all that, yeah. Well, at the moment, I think the reality is that one of the difficulties is that where you were hoping for years and years and years for revival and stuff like that, then you come into the understanding that I now have. You're hoping that maybe the waiting is over, because obviously, between September the 1st and late November 2021, there was so much given. There was so much understanding given. A little bit more given in July of the following year. This year, I guess. Yeah. So yeah. And then there's been nothing. Again, then it's a point of waiting. Then it's a point of, okay, you have an understanding that you believe in. You believe that God's going to do something. Okay. Now you've got to wait. Now you just got to sit and you've got to wait, and you've just got to be not only patient. One second. Would you move your butt out of the area? That is my space. Get over there. That is not your space there. That's mine. Bambini, no. Yeah, that space alone. My space. Okay. Behave. Yeah. It's very much like with him. At some point in time, he's going to get it. He's going to understand. But you have to keep on. 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 Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, but as I say, he's doing well right now. Yeah. You alright, Bambi? He's a good boy. I was on the bed earlier with him and, giving him strokies and all that sort of stuff. And after a bit, he starts to bite. So when he started to bite a bit more, I then gently bit his paw. And then he just looked at me. Then he started kissing me. Looking at me. And I said, well, that's better. I said, when I'm giving you loves, you're supposed to get loves. You're not supposed to bite me. Then he does it again. He then bites me again. Starts getting a bit bitey. So I did the same. Showed him that I've got teeth as well. And again, he started doing all the kissing. Now I'm biting. Then again, starts getting bitey. And all I have to say now is, are you biting your dad? You want daddy bite baby? And he starts giving me kisses straight away. Don't you, Bams? I'm talking about you. Yes, you know I'm talking about you, didn't you? Hey, come up here. Come on, come up here. There you go, good boy. There you go. That's some loves. You see that video there, baby? You're going to be walking there tomorrow. Yeah. Quite likely. Quite likely. We'll go for a walk there. Eh? But your first walk is in that place. First and many. Eh? Yeah, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. There you go, then, pop-pops. Anyway, so, yeah. Yeah, so at the moment, it's a case of waiting. Yeah. And, trusting in the process. So I've got to trust in the process with Bambini. So I've got to trust in the process with God. If God's doing something, then God's going to do it. Simple as that. It's just a case of, okay. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just interested right now to see what he's going to do and how he's going to do it, because he's going to do it. Exactly what and exactly how. Yeah. Yeah, I know he's going to do it. I just, it's just a point now waiting for the what and the how. And so, yeah, I have no doubt he's going to do it. But to say what it's going to look like, I don't know. I mean, I've said before, I think it is very, 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 very likely indeed that there will still be charismatic churches, evangelical churches, Pentecostal churches, all this sort of stuff. Those churches will still exist and they will still be incredibly dysfunctional. They will be just as dysfunctional as they have been. That's going to be the case. Just like there has been a continuation, as I said before, when you have the progression going from the religious churches, the Catholic, the C of E, then on to the Baptist and Methodist, then from the Methodist and Baptist to the Pentecostal, then the Charismatic, Evangelical, that sort of. You've had that process, but the religious churches have still continued. The old has still continued, and it will be the same now. But they will die. They will die. This time they will stay together for a time, and then they will end. Those churches will finish, and those people some will come into what God's doing now, but most won't. I believe pretty much 100% that most of those people that don't come into what God is doing straight away won't. And part of the reason they won't is pride. You see, because it is very much a case that to admit you've made that huge mistake, in not taking notice that God is doing this new thing and being part of it, but you've stood against it. It takes a lot to therefore admit you're wrong, and most people don't have that. That's the reality. Most people don't have that. Most people would end up in hell because of the fact their pride will stop them from being willing to say they're wrong. And it's a horrendous thing. It truly is a horrendous thing. But that is a reality, and that is a situation. I mean, we see now, we have a whole massive people in the middle between left and right who are not extreme left and not extreme right. Those people could make a difference to society, but they won't. They're quiet. They could stand up, and they should stand up, because the insane left and the insane right are very noisy. But the people in the middle, generally speaking, are not standing up. They have no desire to really stand up. I did a video the other day talking about those unfortunate children that died in the lake, but asking a question about the parents and asking why the police haven't charged the parents with neglect or worse. In the society that we live in, those questions should be asked. But they won't be. They won't be. They won't be asked in the media. They won't be asked in church. They certainly won't be asked in church, because that's not encouraging, is it? In church, we're just going to say, we're praying for the families, and it's a terrible situation, and We feel sorry for the mums and the dads of these children. I don't feel sorry for them. As I say, they're going to go through what they're going to go through, and they're going to have to go for it. It's going to be horrific, for them, but they're going to have to go for it. Because at the time when their children really needed them to care for them and to take care of them, they didn't. And now they're gone. And they went in a horrendous way. Drowning is not a pleasant way to go, is it? In any way, shape or form. And those parents now have to close their eyes at night and see their little children going in that way. Because at the time, the parents didn't care enough about where they were or what they were doing. This should be a warning to others. But will it ever be used as a warning to others? No. No, because the church isn't interested in warnings. Isn't interested in learning from the mistakes of others, learning from your own mistakes. It's not interested in any of that. It's not interested in learning. It's not interested in asking the tough questions, because when you ask the tough questions, you can learn from that, and when you learn from that, things can change and change for the better. But we can't ask the tough questions, not in church. If we can't ask it in church, we can't ask it outside of church, can we? If there's no bravery in church, there's no bravery outside church. The church has to lead. Is it leading? No. Is it going to lead? Yeah, but probably in a very, very different way. Again, we're waiting to see. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.